Delving deeper, we see the transformation of the mother goddess figure. In various ancient cultures, a powerful female deity symbolized fertility and life. As Christianity took root, these feminine aspects were reflected in the veneration of the Virgin Mary, illustrating a deep psychological need to embody the divine feminine within the new faith. Before we journey through the ages, let's understand what iconography truly is. Iconography refers to the use of images and symbols to convey concepts and ideologies. In religious contexts, these symbols become a visual language, allowing followers to connect with and interpret their faith's intricate narratives and principles. Diving into the historical origins of Christian iconography, we uncover a tapestry rich with influence from ancient cultures. As Christianity emerged, it adopted and reinterpreted symbols prevalent in earlier religions, grafting itself onto a long tradition of religious art and iconography that stretches back to humanity's earliest spiritual expressions. Many Christian symbols have parallels in ancient religions. For instance, the image of the vine, representing growth and life, was central to Dionysian rites before it appeared in Christian art. Similarly, the use of the shepherd as a symbol of guidance was found in earlier Greco-Roman iconography. Moving on, the fish symbol holds deep significance in Christianity, representing Christ and his followers. Intriguingly, this symbol's roots can be traced back to pagan traditions where the fish often symbolized fertility and was associated with deities like Atargatis, the Syrian goddess of fertility and the sea. As we delve deeper, let's consider the cross, now a ubiquitous emblem of Christianity. This powerful symbol, however, predates the faith, once serving as a representation of various concepts such as the intersection of the divine and the earthly in different ancient cultures. Moving from the cross, we encounter the halo, a ring of light that signifies sanctity in Christian art. Yet its origins stretch back beyond Christian traditions. Ancient civilizations such as the Greeks and Romans often depicted their deities with radiant crowns, suggesting a divine or heroic status. As we delve deeper into Christian iconography, we see the Virgin Mary often resembles earlier depictions of pagan goddesses. These maternal figures, draped in robes, were venerated in pre-Christian cultures and symbolized fertility and protection, a concept which seamlessly transitioned into the adoration of the Mother of Christ. Moving to the stories of the saints, we find striking similarities to pre-Christian heroes and deities. Saga-like tales of miracles and martyrdom echo the epic narratives of ancient mythology, suggesting a continuity of the human need for inspirational figures that transcend the ages and blend seamlessly into the fabric of Christian lore. Not only did Christian iconography borrow from ancient symbols, but it also repurposed sacred sites. Pagan temples, once centers for older faiths, were transformed into Christian churches. This strategic reuse served both to erase and assimilate the old religions into the new Christian narrative. Many beloved Christian holidays have a lineage that reaches far into the pagan past. Consider Christmas, aligned with the winter solstice festivities, or Easter, which echoes the springtime celebrations of renewal. These adaptations made the transition to Christianity more palatable for converts, weaving together the old and new beliefs. Emperor Constantine's conversion to Christianity was a pivotal moment for the faith. As it spread through the Roman Empire, Constantine played a significant role in blending Christian and pagan practices. By incorporating familiar symbols into Christian worship, he made the religion more accessible to the diverse population of his realm. The Church adopted non-Christian symbols for strategic reasons. This intentional integration aimed to ease pagan converts into Christianity. By repurposing familiar iconography, the transition to the new faith felt less alienating, helping to expand Christianity's influence and establish it as the dominant religion of the region. To justify the assimilation of older icons, early Christian leaders pointed to scriptural precedents. They often cited the concept of fulfillment theology, the belief that Christ completed all former laws and prophecies, thus consecrating pre-Christian symbols within a new, sacred narrative that aligned with biblical teachings. Hellenistic art significantly influenced early Christian iconography, merging rich visual traditions with emergent Christian themes. This blending was evident as Greek portrayals of deities evolved into representations of Christ and the saints, intertwining the aesthetic grandeur of the past with the spiritual narrative of Christianity. Across various cultures, the practice of syncretism is clear, where religious symbols take on new meanings. Consider how the lotus, important in Eastern traditions, finds echoes in Christian art as a sign of purity and resurrection, demonstrating how shared human experiences can bridge diverse spiritual expressions. As Christianity spread geographically, it encountered and assimilated local artistic motifs. Cultural exchanges facilitated the reinterpretation of indigenous symbols within a Christian context, enriching the visual narrative of the faith while preserving a thread to the past, offering insight into the adaptive and inclusive nature of early Christian art. Yet, this rebranding of pagan icons in Christianity has sparked controversy. Critics argue that it dilutes the essence of the faith, while supporters claim it was essential for early Christian growth. This mingling of symbols, intentionally or not, became a bridge connecting diverse believers to the burgeoning Christian tradition. Moving on, the shepherd motif in Christian iconography, emblematic of guidance and care, has roots far older than Christianity itself. Ancient civilizations also revered the shepherd figure, a symbol of leadership and protection, drawing parallels to deities who guided their flocks, much like Jesus was depicted with his followers. As we delve deeper, we discover biblical narratives reflecting earlier mythologies. For instance, the Great Flood story in Genesis bears striking similarities to the Epic of Gilgamesh. These shared tales of cataclysm and survival suggest a common thread of storytelling that predates and transcends Christian scripture. Moving on to the artifacts left by our ancestors, let's consider the early Christian sarcophagi. Intriguingly, these relics were often adorned with motifs reminiscent of pagan art. Vine scrolls, peacocks, and mythological creatures graced these tombs, blending Christian themes with icons that harken back to earlier spiritual traditions. And now, let's turn our gaze to the elegant peacock, often found in ancient art. This resplendent bird, with its endless regeneration of feathers, became a powerful symbol of immortality and the resurrection for early Christians. Another fascinating example of incorporating pre-existing symbols to convey Christian themes. Delving further, the radiance of sun worship was also absorbed into Christian iconography. The halo, now emblematic of sainthood and holiness, echoes the sun's rays that once represented divinity in numerous ancient cultures, illustrating how Christianity artfully wove universal symbols into its sacred tapestry. Transitioning from sun to earth, the Mother Goddess, a central figure in many Christian religions, underwent a profound transformation. She was seamlessly incorporated into the Christian narrative through the veneration of the Virgin Mary, merging ancient symbols of fertility and motherhood with the new Sacred Mother figure. To ensure the spread of Christianity, early faith leaders employed strategic integration. They often reframed pagan temples as churches and adapted local deities' attributes into the lives of saints. This clever blending of beliefs made the transition to Christianity more palatable for pagans, fostering a smoother cultural and religious merge. Relics also played a pivotal role, bridging past and present beliefs. Revered in pre-Christian traditions, these sacred objects were repurposed, often linked to the lives of Jesus and the saints. This reverence for physical artifacts carried over, creating continuity and authenticity in the eyes of early Christian converts. The syncretism of ancient symbols within Christianity didn't just bridge old and new beliefs. It shaped the religion's aesthetic and doctrinal foundations. Today, many Christians unknowingly embrace these blended traditions, which continue to influence worship, art, and the celebration of religious holidays in the modern Christian world. As we delve further into history, we encounter the Reformation, a seismic shift in Christian thought. The Reformers, led by figures like Martin Luther, questioned and often rejected the use of traditional symbols, which they viewed as remnants of pagan idolatry, seeking a return to what they deemed a purer form of worship. Scholars offer varied insights into the origins of Christian imagery. Many academics agree that early Christians adopted and transformed pre-existing symbols to help convey their message in a relatable way. This syncretic approach ensured the religion was approachable, laying a familiar foundation for new followers. This blending of beliefs reflects a deep-rooted human need to connect with the divine, a desire that transcends specific religious doctrines. It speaks to the universal language of spirituality, where symbols serve as bridges between the old and the new, the known and the mysterious, across time and cultures. Even today, ancient symbols endure within contemporary Christian practices. The rich tapestry of the past is ever present, woven into the fabric of modern faith. These symbols, time-tested and enduring, continue to resonate with believers, anchoring the present in a spiritual lineage that reaches back through the ages. Thank you for exploring the fascinating roots of Christian iconography with us at Spectrum Sphere. If you enjoyed this journey through history and symbolism, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and share your insights in the comments below. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.